Testing, check 1, 2, testing. This is round 21 NPL Men's New South Wales action on your Saturday afternoon from Wanderers host Manly United. My name is Paletti. It's a pleasure to have your company here with us this afternoon for this round 21 matchup. And then this is high. We're good? Fantastic.
actually scouted. I know it.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Wanderers Football Park for round 21 NPL Men's New South Wales action here in Sydney's West. My name is Paletti. It's an absolute pleasure to have your company here this afternoon, wherever you may be joining us from. It's the 8th place Western Sydney Wanderers host the 11th place Manly United, but just 2 points separate the two teams. And a win here for both sides is an absolute must if they want to keep in the hunt for a final spot. And if the two sides needed any added motivation, 3 points would help drag them further away from the very crowded relegation race towards the bottom of the table. Take it through the starting lineups first for the home side. The Western Sydney Wanderers in goal. It's number 12, Lucas Sinott. Number 4 is Ricky Franson. Number 5, Jesse Cameron. Number 6, Oscar Morrison. Number 7 is Alad Abdul Rahman. Number 8, Julian Kopp. Number 9, Awan Lawal. Number 16, Tristan Arate. Number 25, Marco Radovancevic. Number 27, Lachlan Satut. And number 31, Emil Katrib. On the bench, reserve goalkeeper, number 35, Lachlan Allen. Number 10, Johnny Pavlovich. Number 19, Ewan Kozowski. Number 23, Oscar Moore. Number 26, Bradley Marzal. Number 28, Giorgio Hasarati. And number 75, Marcus Savage. For Manly United in goals, number 99, Mackenzie Siren. Number 4 is Jesse Perez. Number 5 is Aaron O'Driscoll. Number 6 is Saxon Hillier. Number 7 is Stefan de Robillard. Number 8 is Kakaru Ono. Number 10, Darcy Burgess. Number 17, Samuel Griffiths. Number 18, Luke Neuenhoff. Number 19, Kai Evans. And number 33, Jasper Chipman. I'll take you through the substitutes in a moment as we are just almost ready to kick off here. Western Sydney Wanderers in the red and black from top to bottom. Casey Rybelt blows the whistle and away we go. Manly United running from left to right on your screen in the first half here. The predominantly blue kit with red trim. My name is Paletti. It's an absolute pleasure to have your company here this afternoon at Wanderers Football Park as Manly look to go on the attack early. Oscar Morrison will send it back to Sinott in the purple goalkeeper kit. Yes, it is purple. Very dark purple. From a distance, if you're looking at the wrong angle, as that ball goes flying onto the roof here of the stand and out for a throw-in. See the dark blue of Manly United and the dark purple of the Wanderers goalkeeper kit from a distance look a touch similar, but two very distinct shades of colouring as well. As Jesse Perez here to throw the ball in, wearing the captain's armband today for Manly United. Here's Saxon Hillier getting the pass away to Kai Evans, who's gotten around one, stumbles, wants a foul. Casey Rybelt says otherwise. Here's Abdul Rahman cutting into the middle. He's going to have the ball taken away from him. Still alive here through Lachlan Zatut. Cross into the box. Owen Lawal brings it down before it's cleared away by Manly. And Lucas Sinott will come out and play the ball out here onto the near side before it goes back into the middle for Julian Kopp. Out onto the far side now. Back in towards the middle of the field for Ricky Franson, who passes it back to Oscar Morrison, wearing the captain's armband for the Western Sydney Wanderers today. Franson plays it in towards the middle for Kopp. Passes it out to the wing there for Emil Katrib, who's played it through for Tristan Arate. Cross into the middle, cleared away by Manly. And that's two balls we've already had leave the vicinity of the grass field here at Wanderers Football Park. As you can see, it's settled on the field there behind the fence. So Lucas Sinot will go behind his goal to get the third ball that this game will have used so far. Throw comes in for the Wanderers. And Manly will win the ball in midfield. As here's Luke Neuenhoff. Getting a pass away to Samuel Griffiths. Griffiths has the ball taken away from him. Wanderers try to find a way out. Sorry, that was Luke Neuenhoff's before. It was Kai Evans. My apologies. Morrison down the line. Handball called against Manly United. Free kick taken quickly. As the Wanderers trying to find a way forward. They'll get it back into the attacking half now before passing it around, moving it forward. Ball won back by Manly there. And now it's their turn to try to find their way forward. Here's Mackenzie Siren booting it long downfield in the, is that a teal coloured goalkeeper kit from top to bottom? Neuenhoff passing it backwards. Manly move the ball over here to the near side. Here's Kai Evans. Pass into the middle for Hillier, or for Hillier, I should say. And his shot will go wide for a goal kick. Rain starting to pick back up again now. Here's Ricky Franson. Under pressure there from Samuel Griffiths, who's almost forced a turnover. Manly do get the ball back. Here's Neuenhoff. Darren O'Driscoll. Manly throwers. That ball has gone out off of Abdul Rahman. Here's Jesse Perez. Jasper Chipman goes out to the left. It'll be cut back in towards the middle, passed away. And they're looking to go crossfield here for Jesse Perez, who's not able to control the first touch. It'll be a Wanderers throw. The rain just getting a little heavier now. There's a bit of a breeze coming with it. Could make conditions difficult out there in the middle for the players. Here's Darcy Burgess, gets a pass away. It's going to be intercepted by Emil Katrib. Oscar Morrison. Clear that one out for a throw. Here's O'Driscoll. Pass will come back from Chipman to Siren. Perez heads it forward. Brought down by Griffiths, who'll receive the pass back from Kai Evans. Abdul Rahman gets around O'Driscoll. He finds Lockie Satu, who's into the box. Through for Abdul Rahman. Cross into the middle, blocked by Siren, out for a corner. This option there for the short corner if the Wanderers want it, but I don't think that'll be used. It is indeed going to go long into the middle, headed away by O'Driscoll. Kept in by the Wanderers. And now Kai Evans has a chance to send it downfield. And Ilka holding up that attack momentarily for the home side. Here's O'Driscoll. Chipman goes out to the far side. Stefan de Robillard will pass it away. He'll receive the pass back from Hillier. Comes out here to Kai Evans. It's going to be intercepted though. Pass didn't have the legs. Here's Jesse Cameron looking to make a run here on the near side. The pass won't reach Jesse Cameron. It was his movement that won the ball back initially. Here's a free kick for the visitors. Chance to get out of their own end if they want to. Instead, Jasper Chipman will pass it to O'Driscoll, who will pass it back to Chipman. Back to Aaron O'Driscoll. Now tries to get it into the attacking half, headed forward by the Wanderers. Passing it around between Jesse Cameron and Marko Radovancevic. Before it comes back to Lucas Sinot, to Franson. Back to Sinot. Pressure here from Griffiths. Forces a pass to Morrison, who sends it long. And it's going to be a Manly throw on the far side of the field. Throw comes in. Here's O'Driscoll. Jesse Perez comes in for Saxon Hillier. Sends it back to Mackenzie Siren, who sends it long. O'Driscoll able to head that away. Wanderers with the ball. Here's Oscar Morrison. Approaching the halfway line. Now picks up the pace a little bit. Gets it out to Emil Katrib on the far side. Who immediately gets it away to Tristan Arate. Cross into the middle is going to be intercepted by Manly, who don't have numbers back the other way. It's 3-on-4. And that's a beautiful tackle there by Ricky Franson. Here's a Manly throw, but it did stop what was looking to be a dangerous counter-attack from the visitors. And it will allow his Wanderers teammates to get back into position to set up their defensive structures, which sees basically everyone in the box, to be perfectly honest. There's certainly one strategy. Here's Stefan de Robillard. Not able to find a teammate, but it'll quickly come back Manly's way. Here's de Robillard again. Struggling to find a way around Emil Katrib. Gets it away to Luke Neuenhoff. Back to Aaron O'Driscoll. Keeps it in the attacking half. Jesse Perez back to O'Driscoll. Here's Chipman. Looking down the line. And Oscar Morrison will gently see that one out for a goal kick. There's Ricky Franson to Morrison. Jesse Pires will run onto the crossfield ball. Tries to get it into the 18-yard box. He does. Samuel Griffiths not quite able to run onto it, but he will get the ball just outside the box as he tries to go back in. He'll win Manly a corner. No, he won't. As Lucas Sinott able to stop that ball from going out. Driscoll leaping high up in the air. Able to head that ball away and didn't foul Alat Abdul Rahman in the process. Another good tackle there from Ricky Franson. Going to be a Wanderers throw. Jesse Cameron just being told to hold the ball up there for the throw. Still tries to get an extra metre or so anyway. Cameron will receive the pass back and will go all the way back to Lucas Sinott. Goes to Morrison, and perhaps the right side will be a little bit more fruitful as Emil Katrib receives the pass. And Oscar Morrison having to hurry back quickly because he's got a Manly player right beside him ready to capitalise on any mistouch. Cleared away by Sinott in the end. It was Samuel Griffiths who was doing the chasing there for Manly. And it'll come back to Lucas Sinott. Franson. Morrison. Back to Franson. Cameron goes in to the middle there for Lachlan Satu, who's able to get a pass away to Julian Kopp. Casey Rybelt playing advantage. Here's Emil Katrib. Passing it into Marko Radovancevic, who tries to move it forward to Tristan Arate. Does so. Arate back to Morrison, back to Arate, back to Morrison. We'll go to Franson, who moves into the Wanderers' defensive half side of the centre circle, trying to play that in behind the back line for Arate to run onto. Straight to Mackenzie Siren. Takes the referee's count down to 4. Abdul Rahman Awan Lawal has opened the scoring here. Ball forward by the Manly backline was deflected from Alat Abdul Rahman, and Awan Lawal scores his 14th goal of the season to give the Western Sydney Wanderers a 1-0 lead here at Wanderers Football Park in the 17th minute of play. That was very smart play there from Alat Abdul Rahman and Awan Lawal to have the mind not only to try to block the clearing ball forward, but then for Lawal to pounce on it and get it past Mackenzie Siren. As I said, that is Awan Lawal's 14th goal of the season, and as of right now takes him clear top of the NPL Men's New South Wales Golden Boot Race, with Marconi's Damien Sakanis, who I'm sure will have something to say about that a little bit later on this weekend. Wanderers could be in a little bit of danger here. Cleared away, though, by Franson, high up in the air. Free kick to Manly. And could Manly perhaps find an equaliser? Not long after conceding. There will be Kakeru Ono standing over the ball. 2 in the wall for the Wanderers. About 19 yards out from goal. Plenty of options in the middle. Perhaps Ono gearing up for that top right corner. Split wall now. It's going to go into the middle. Manly have equalised. And Jesse Perez waves to the camera before his teammates. He gathers his teammates into the corner to celebrate the equaliser. And just 3 minutes after conceding, Manly have levelled. It's Wanderers 1, Manly 1. Here in the 19th minute of play on this Saturday afternoon at Wanderers Football Park. And we're back as we started with the sides level as we get back underway here from Abdul Rahman, who passes it straight to Radovancevic and moves it back to Morrison, to Ricky Franson. Evans gets the ball in midfield, goes out onto the left wing. Ball's now through for Stefan de Robillard. Looking for a cross into the middle. It's gone out of play before he's able to cross it, so it will be a Wanderers goal kick. As we've gone from 0-0 to 1-1 in almost the blink of an eye. On the wall in the 16th minute, and then Jesse Perez in the 19th minute. Milka Trib on the far side. Pass comes backwards to Marko Radovancevic, who moves the ball forward. Wanderers looking to keep possession. I'll let Abdul Rahman taking a slide there on the turf. Probably a little bit wet in some spots out there from the rain that's been on and off all afternoon here at Wanderers Football Park. Has stopped now. It was raining at the start of this game. Even though the rain has stopped, the temperatures still stay cold. As Franson passes it to Morrison. Will hold the ball up. Back to Franson, who sends it long. Out to Katrib. Radovancevic. On the wall. Morrison. Radovancevic again into Lawal, who has the ball taken off his feet. Be kept in the attacking half. O'Driscoll heading it away. Saxon Hillier is able to get the ball away cleanly to Manly. And Kai Evans, well, that one's almost landed perfectly for him. He slipped on the grass. Here's Griffiths, cross, headed forward by Evans, and dived on by Lucas Sinott. Kai Evans recovering quickly from his tumble to get that header away. Here's Evans. Burgess passing it in to the midfield there for Saxon Hillier. Aaron O'Driscoll going to Jasper Chipman. Hillier to DeRobillard. Tristan Arate wins the ball back for the Wanderers. He's forced to go backwards to Morrison. To Lucas Sinot, who takes a heavy first touch and almost has it taken away by Samuel Griffiths before he was able to clear it. And ball cleared again by the Wanderers. Chasing it down is Kakeru Ono. Chipman passes to O'Driscoll, who sends it forward. Cameron goes to Julian Kopp. Back to Cameron. Franson. Morrison. Back to Franson. Back to Morrison. Cross into the middle. Well over the head of Awan Lawal, the intended target. And it will be a Manly throw here on the near side. Free kick for Manly. Draws a couple of complaints from the Wanderers players. Casey Rybelt standing firm on her decision. Jesse Perez takes the free kick quickly, goes to Luke Neuenhoff, back to Aaron O'Driscoll. Jasper Chipman under pressure, turns the ball over to Alad Abdul Rahman. Having to run onto it is Stefan de Robillard. Gets there ahead of Marko Radovancevic. Ball won back by the Wanderers. Alad Abdul Rahman trying to get past. Only a past Manly player there. I believe it was Saxon Hillier who's. And well, actually, it looks like Alad Abdul Rahman is judged to have given away a free kick. Casey Rybelt runs back into position and blows the whistle. And this free kick is going long. Everyone being pushed forward. Well, not that long in the end. The Manly do get a throw just in front of their bench. So throw comes in. Another Manly throw on the halfway line. Goes backwards to Jasper Chipman. On the wall, putting the press on. Mackenzie Siren able to find Luke Neuenhoff. Chipman goes long looking for Samuel Griffiths. Isn't able to find Griffiths, and it'll be a Wanderers throw. Here's Oscar Morrison. Both sides passing the ball back and forth across the far side of the midfield. And Manly now able to take some clear possession. Jesse Perez goes in to the middle there for Luke Neuenhoff. Abdul Rahman goes to Emilka Tribb. Sends it down the line. Jasper Chipman will run onto the ball. O'Driscoll, Neuenhoff, back to O'Driscoll. To Chipman. Oh no. Chipman. Oh no. Julian Koch getting the ball. Oscar Morrison dispossessed. Jesse Cameron intercepting the pass intended for Kai Evans. Morrison goes to Radovancevic. Ball turned over but not able to be kept in by Manly. .29 minutes gone here. So Western Sydney Wanderers 1. Manly United 1 at Wanderers Football Park. As Manly win a throw here on this Saturday afternoon. It's a pleasure to have your company. At Football New South Wales. I would like to remind you that the Waratah Cup final between Sydney United and RPL Leichhardt is this Wednesday, the 1st of July, at Valentine Sports Park, a 7 p.m. kickoff. As Jesse Perez is able to keep that ball in play. Julian Kopp gets it away to Radovancevic. Arate, Radovancevic goes back to Morrison. Holds the ball before going to Ricky Franson. On Wednesday night, that Waratah Cup final, gates open at 6:30 p.m. with kickoff at 7 p.m. And fans are encouraged to head to the Football New South Wales website to secure tickets, as there will be no tickets sold on the night at Valentine Sports Park. If you want to attend the game, you must book your tickets early for Wednesday night's Waratah Cup final. If you're not able to secure a ticket to attend the game, you can tune in here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel for Sydney United versus RPL Leichhardt in the 2026 Waratah Cup final. Just a reminder, those tickets are on sale now from the Football New South Wales website, and they must be purchased in advance. There will be no tickets available at Valentine Sports Park on the night. As the Robillard receives a pass from Saxon Hillier. Not able to do anything with it though. And Manly will get a throw in on the far side of the field. And they'll go backwards into the 18-yard box for Mackenzie Siren. O'Driscoll goes backwards to Jasper Chipman. Kai Evans had to time his run, and it was a good thing he did, because he never ended up having to make the run. Now makes the run. So he tries to get around Jesse Cameron. Short pass back for Luke Neuenhoff. Comes out to Jesse Perez here on the near side. Perez has got Evans in the middle. Goes backwards to Neuenhoff instead. He'll go all the way back to Aaron O'Driscoll. Short pass for Saxon Hillier. Goes all the way to Jasper Chipman, back to Hillier, back to O'Driscoll here on this near side of the field. Jesse Perez able to keep that in, flicks the header on. And that's going to be a Wanderers throw to be taken here by... No, it's not going to be taken by Lachlan Satu. It's going to be taken by Jesse Cameron, who's looking for options. Throw comes in. O'Driscoll heads it forward, only to Lachlan Satu. Cross into the middle. Hillier clears it away. Morrison keeps it in the attacking half. Cameron. Satu goes to Radovancevic. Abdul Rahman cutting in towards the middle. Manly looking to go back the other way. Wanderers think otherwise. Hillier is able to move the ball backwards to O'Driscoll. We'll pass it to Chipman. To O'Driscoll. Jesse Perez. Back to O'Driscoll. Under pressure from Abdul Rahman. Goes across to the far side of the field. Here's Kakeru Ono. To find Robillard. Aaron O'Driscoll, short pass for Saxon Hillier. O'Driscoll then goes short to Perez. We'll go back to Mackenzie Siren. Here's O'Driscoll. Brought down by Samuel Griffiths. Griffiths got a couple of options. Jesse Perez will win his side of throw. Taken quickly. We'll come back to Perez. O'Driscoll.
Thanks, Josh.
Driscoll sends it long. To Robillard. Darcy Burgess. Goes backwards to Ono. Here's to Robillard. Jesse Perez. Crossing it into the middle. Tapped home by Luke Neuenhoff. And Manly have the lead here at Wanderers Football Park. Luke Neuenhoff gets his fourth goal of the season here in the 36th minute. And it is Wanderers 1, Manly 2 here at Wanderers Football Park. A fourth league goal of the season for Luke Neuenhoff. And 20 minutes ago, Awan Lawal opened the scoring for the Western Sydney Wanderers, and now they find themselves down a goal. Thanks to Jesse Perez in the 19th minute and Luke Neuenhoff in the 36th minute. There's Marko Radovancevic. Dribbles the ball forward in the midfield. Takes a deflection off Neuenhoff on the way through. Before it finds one of his Wanderers teammates. Jesse Cameron here. His pass forward blocked. They try to flick the play out into the left corner. Not able to do so. It will be a Manly throw. There's plenty more NPL men's New South Wales action to come this afternoon for you here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. As the SD Raiders host St George City FA. That game kicking off at 5 p.m. at Ernie Smith Reserve. And it's NWS Spirit and the Wollongong Wolves doing battle at Christie Park from 5:30. And then at 6:30 p.m. St George FC and Sydney Olympic as Kai Evans into the box. Cleared away. Still with Evans. Cleared away by Wanderers, only as far as Jesse Perez, who takes a wild cross on the half volley. It's found Ono there on the far side, trying to get around Emil Katrib. And it's going to be a goal kick. So at 6:30 p.m. tonight, St George FC battle Sydney Olympic. That game at Barton Park. There's one game or another. There is one more game going on this afternoon at the moment as well. There's UNSW hosting Sutherland at the Village Green, and I can tell you that Sutherland are up by 1-0 at the Village Green in the 35th minute of play. A crossfield pass here is not able to be kept in by Milka Trib from Julian Kopp. A little bit too much firepower on that pass. And tomorrow we've got Marconi and Blacktown doing battle at 3 p.m. at Marconi Stadium, followed up by Apia, Leichhardt and Rockdale Illingdon at 4:15 p.m. from Lambert Park. So plenty more NPL men's New South Wales action going on this weekend. As a wild crossfield pass isn't going to be able to be run onto by Jesse Cameron. It will be a Manly throw. Jesse Perez is taking his time to come across, take this throw in. I don't think Manly are in any rush to see this game be high action for the remainder of this first half. I'm sure they'd love to take the 1-goal lead into the break, 2-1. An opportunity here, though, is going to be intercepted by Ricky Franson. Jesse Cameron goes short to Radovancevic. Oscar Morrison. Franson. Comes here to Jesse Cameron. So trying to play a through ball there for Alat Abdul Rahman. Mackenzie Siren just inviting Abdul Rahman in to take a little bit more time off the clock. Neuenhoff goes to Chipman. Ono goes in to Hillier. He dribbles it into the centre circle. Neuenhoff to Hillier to O'Driscoll. Goes to Chipman across the face of goal to Kakeru Ono. Back to Jesse Chipman. Back to Ono. Here's Darcy Burgess. It was Samuel Griffiths to Kai Evans, who takes the shot. Corner for Manly. Here on the near side. As Kakeru Ono will make his way across to take the corner. It's been cleared off. The ball placement by the assistant ref here on the near side. Corner whipped in, headed away by Amilka Trib. Ono to Evans. Awan Lual. Short pass to Tristan Arate, who sends it long. And Saxon Hillier will clean up the loose ball. O'Driscoll. His pass intended for Kai Evans. Headed away by Jesse Cameron. Evans back on the ball now. Neuenhoff Short pass to Hellier. Out to Stefan de Robillard. Comes into Neuenhoff. Burgess. Back to Neuenhoff. To Jesse Perez. Out to Ono on the edge of the 18-yard box. Cross into the middle. Back heel flick. Shot comes in. Blocked on the goal line. Cleared away by Manly. And Kai Evans not able to make it a 2-goal lead for the visitors on that occasion. Just before the halftime interval. Pass goes backwards to Mackenzie Siren. Abdul Rahman trying another block there. Organised a deflection. Wasn't able to do so. Shot from distance. Diving save by Lucas Sinot to his left. On the shot from Samuel Griffiths. Yeah, Manly throw there on the far side. We're about 40 seconds from first half stoppage time. Almost won back by Manly in a very dangerous position. As the fourth officials indicated, we're going to have a minimum of 1 minute of stoppage time here in this first half, the customary minute. Of stoppage time. Here's Ricky Franson. Jesse Cameron. Pass into the middle, flicked on. Alat Abdul Rahman's header not able to find Awan Lawal. Time running out for Wanderers here on this attacking opportunity as it's put back into the attacking third. Throw for the Wanderers. Can they level it just before the halftime break? Throw's going to be left for Jesse Cameron, who looks like he's called for a towel to dry the ball off. He wants to get it into the 18-yard box as far forward as he can. Throw comes in. Headed up into the air. Ball's on the ground. Now it's back up in the air. On the wall, claiming for a handball. Cleared away by Manly. Casey Roybell takes a glance at the watch, and that's going to be half-time here at Wanderers Football Park. Awan Lawal opening the scoring in the 16th minute. Cancelled out by Jesse Perez, equaliser in the 19th minute. And then Luke Neuenhoff giving the visitors the lead in the 36th minute of play. As the Western Sydney Wanderers trail Manly United by 2-1 here at the halftime break. My name is Paletti. It's an absolute pleasure to have your company here this afternoon from Wanderers Football Park. Join us back here for the second half in about 14 minutes' time.
Just lofted back to Sinnott. Sinnott had to be alert. And now Sinnott could be a loose touch. Shuiki might have pressured him, and now is a chance. And there's the goal for Danny Choi. Shuiki deserves a lot of credit for the pressure there. That's a great ball by Olsen to Choi. He's away here. Danny Choi tucks it away and double Sutherland's lead. What a ball from Nicholas Olsen. Choi definitely onside. Time to run perfect. Might have lost out here. And it's 3 forwards. Play through to Olsen, left side of the box. He has support in the middle. Rolls it across. Shots there. And it's 3-0. So it's going to be 3 goals and 3 points for Sutherland Sharks.
That's at George City. Harry McCarthy's at Rockdale Lillenden, and Ben Cooper's on the bench tonight. But that's a good ball. Neuenhoff opens the scoring. Gorgeous bit of interplay down the left. The attack alive. Can he find the cutting pass? O'Shea close in attention. Pires' header sneaks in at the near post. And they do have a second.
Van der Sar, of a short run-up, is able to put it in the bottom left corner. And Rockdale have the opening goal. Really clever flick on from Elliott. Skatardis squares it. And now advancing is Speranza. A low shot parried into the path of Chalakian. And Rockdale have scored twice. Here comes the free kick from Chalakian. And a glancing header is a good one. And Van der Sar has a double. The right flank, Constable whips it in, and if the flag stays down, that is 4. And amidst the appeals from the Olympic defenders, Moody Najjar has a
position. Curry with the left foot floats the ball in towards the penalty spot. Tef is there, can't quite get it. Pedersen shot, goal! A beautiful strike.
Rose looking for Nakano. Great touch from Nakano. Finds Kryslovic. Leroy Jennings finds the bottom corner with what was probably his first touch of the game.
Zavadinos playing games with Yamamura, who calmly slots it into the left of the goal to give the Wolves the lead. Jared Middleton, and now here is Marine France. A bit of space, and it's a good ball in. Solski gets a touch on it, but it's headed in. Scott, lovely pass. Mashivecchio's in, and that is a super finish. And the Wolves have re-established their lead. Touch. Blocked by Kanaizumi. Dax Kelly's clearance. It's still on here for Sydney. It's blocked. Tay Headley's there, and it is rammed into the goal. And a valuable 3 points it would be, with both looking towards the opportunity of finals football, and it is an absolute belter.
But they'll very much be hoping to get something out of this as they work a good angle here as it's pulled across the face and fired home! Blacktown draw first blood! Pass, it's Stewart again, pulled back towards Ortiz, spins, shoots, scores! It's Presley Ortiz again! Helps it on towards Stewart. Swung in towards Cottestabo! And Jordan now looks to go through the gears. Good delivery from Rory Jordan. It's Ortiz!
Match the pressure they've had. Meyer, another ball, back post, and it's going to be an own goal. Not how UNSW wanted to defend it, and Marconi won't mind how it's gone in.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back here to the second half of play at Wanderers Football Park. This round 21 NPL Men's New South Wales matchup. My name is Paletti. It's a pleasure to have your company here this afternoon on a cold and wet afternoon in Sydney's west, as Manly United up 2-1 over the Western Sydney Wanderers at the break. On the wall, opening the scoring for the Western Sydney Wanderers in the 16th minute of play. Jesse Perez equalising in the 19th minute, and Luke Neuenhoff giving Manly the lead in the 36th minute. It's Manly United running from right to left on your screen in the second half in the predominantly blue kit with red trim and white socks. The Western Sydney Wanderers in the traditional red and black from top to bottom, running from left to right on your screen here in the second half. So just wait for Casey Rybell to blow the whistle and get things underway for the second half here at Wanderers Football Park. There has been a halftime change for the Western Sydney Wanderers. Tristan Arate coming off and being replaced by number 10, Johnny Pavlovich. Just repeating that substitution. Tristan Arate off, Johnny Pavlovich on. Here's Owen Lawal. Passing it away to Emil Katrib. And they're going to have an early goal kick here in the second half, and that substitute made by the Wanderers at the halftime interval has bells ringing in my ears. Waiting for Mackenzie Siren to take this goal kick. Here's Pavlovich. Handball against Lachlan Satut. Here's Manly with a free kick. Ono sends it long to Burgess. Short pass for Griffiths in for Burgess. Stefan de Robillard here on the near side. Ono. Trib giving away a throw. Throw comes in. Awan Lawal wins a free kick. Here's Oscar Morrison. Keith Franson goes back to Morrison. Back to Franson. Was eventually able to get the ball away after it was blocked by Samuel Griffiths. Cop. Emilka Trib. Short pass in for Pavlovich. Here's Katrib. Trying to find a way around Robillard. Short pass backwards to Julian Kopp. Crossed into the middle. And it will be Jesse Perez to clear the ball away for Samuel Griffiths. Darcy Burgess. Short pass to Luke Neuenhoff. Ball won back by the Wanderers. On the wall. Pavlovic. Marko Radovancevic goes out on the far side. Cross comes into the middle. Bicycle kick. Save by Mackenzie Siren. Flag goes up for offside. As Alat Abdul Rahman with a bicycle kick, forcing a save out of Mackenzie Siren. That would have been one heck of an equalising goal if Abdul Rahman was able to find the way past Mackenzie Siren. Cross into the middle from Emil Katrib. Blocked by Manly. Ono. Down here, the near side to Burgess. Back to Kakeru Ono. Burgess looking to run onto the pass forward. Oscar Morrison gets there first. Short pass to Julian Cobb. Out to Marko Radovancevic. Auckland to two. Goes out on the far side for Jesse Cameron. Radovancevic. Short pass in. On the wall. Back healing it for Pavlovic. Cross the face of goal, headed forward. It's going to be a corner for the Wanderers. All headed away by Jesse Perez. Griffiths goes to the Robillard. Down to the box. Griffiths puts it home. And Samuel Griffiths has given Manly a 2-goal lead. It looked like there was a brief appeal from the Wanderers, and Casey Roybelt immediately waving that appeal away. And Samuel Griffiths has his 4th goal of the league season to give Manly United a 2-goal lead here at Wanderers Football Park. It is Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Manly United 3 here at Wanderers Football Park. 2-goal buffer now for Manly United. Although, as one of our commentators here at Football New South Wales, Nick Kutniak, would say a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous. And the Western Sydney Wanderers will be hoping that is the case as they try to claw their way back into this game. Owen Lawal with a run through the middle. Pass out to Emil Katrib. Back into Lawal. Pavlovic has the ball taken away from him by Stefan de Robillard. And referee looking to play advantage. Will come back for the foul. A shirt pull by Johnny Pavlovic. Casey Roybelt instructing the ball goes back into the defensive half where the foul took place for Manly United. Ball turned over. The Wanderers passing into the box. Here's Abdul Rahman. Cross. Siren dives on it. Cleared away. The rebound just over the crossbar from the Wanderers. Marko Radovancevic. Will be a goal kick, Manly. This is a fiery start, an explosive start to this second half here at Wanderers Football Park. We've already had a goal and a chance for a couple more. And it looks like there's going to be a fiery second half here. Free kick for Manly. As both sides desperately need a win. Not only to keep pace with the finals spots, but to avoid being dragged back in to the relegation scrap. Free kick comes in. Headed by Samuel Griffiths, claimed by Lucas Sinot. Ball headed out for a Wanderers throw. And Jesse Cameron picking up a yellow card on that foul. Led to the opportunity there for Samuel Griffiths that was saved by Lucas Sinot. As the Wanderers here, putting it into the box, claimed by Mackenzie Siren, who quickly rolls it out for Ono to Robillard. Here's Hillier. To Chipman. Siren goes in towards the middle. All claimed by the Wanderers. Here's Radovancevic. Emil Katrib. And I think the less said about that ball from Emil Katrib, the better, as we'll have a goal kick. Here's de Robillard, losing possession of the ball. Pavlovic not able to keep possession either. Here's Samuel Griffiths. Pass into Darcy Burgess. Has to hold it up. Short pass backwards to Hillier, who comes out here to Kakeru Ono. Hillier comes all the way back to Chipman. Burgess. Stefan de Robillard. Short pass back in for Ono. Takes it on the left foot. It's blocked. And will be kept in play by Lucas Sinot, who rolls it out to Julian Kopp. Ricky Franson sends Jesse Cameron down the left, cross into the middle, cleared away by Aaron O'Driscoll. Another short pass to Jesse Perez. Comes into Luke Neuenhoff. Saxon Hillier. Back to Neuenhoff. O'Driscoll. Hillier. No foul. Johnny Pavlovich was going to have a ball change here. So the ball might be slightly underinflated. That's what I believe Casey Rybelt was indicating. Ball whipped into the middle. Off the corner. Franson. Jesse Cameron claiming that ball went out off Manly. Referee disagrees. Will be a Manly United throw. Throw comes in. Ball cleared away by Mackenzie Siren. Radovancevic keeps it in play in the attacking third for the Wanderers. Abdul Rahman is adjudged to have given away a free kick there on Saxon Hillier. Free kick taken quickly. Here's Luke Neuenhoff. Short pass to Hillier. Goes backwards to Aaron O'Driscoll. Here's the Robillard into the box. Pass goes to Darcy Burgess, takes a shot. That's going to be a goal kick. Football New South Wales would like to take this opportunity to remind you that this Wednesday's Waratah Cup final between Sydney United and Apia Leichhardt at Valentine Sports Park kicks off at 7 p.m. The gates opening from 6:30. And you can head to the Football New South Wales website to purchase your tickets if you would like to attend the game. And you must purchase tickets in advance, as they will not be available at the ground on the night. If you want to attend Wednesday's Waratah Cup final, you must purchase your tickets in advance at the Football New South Wales website, as there will be no tickets available on the night at the ground this Wednesday night. And if you can't make the game, you can tune into all the action on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Kick off at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. Ricky Franson thought it was a free kick and looked to play it quickly, but it was a drop ball as it hit referee Casey Rybelt. Lawal goes to Johnny Pavlovich, through ball for Abdul Rahman. Abdul Rahman tries to get the shot away. O'Driscoll going shoulder to shoulder with him the entire way in the box. And it was enough to stop Pavlovich from getting a shot away. Saved by Mackenzie Siren. Jesse Cameron looking to find Lachlan's at 2, not able to do so. Will be a Manly throw. Throw comes in. It's going to be a Wanderers throw there on the far side. So Put away by Aaron O'Driscoll before Kai Evans sends it long. Pavlovic and Ono in a foot race. Ono will get there first. Had a couple of metres head start there on the Wanderers number 10. Neuenhoff passes it away to Evans. Jesse Perez. O'Driscoll. Chipman. There we are. Chipman. Oh no. Darcy Burgess trying to chase the ball before giving up as Oscar Morrison got there first. Julian Kopp almost turning it over there to Stefan de Robillard. Kopp goes crossfield. Jesse Cameron not able to get there ahead of Jesse Perez. Free kick for Manly. And looks like the Wanderers are preparing a substitution there on the far side. Not at this stoppage in play. Looks like it's going to be Giorgio Hasarati to come onto the field in a few moments. Manly move the ball down the far side of the field. Darcy Burgess has to go back to Perez, who's overcooked the pass to O'Driscoll. Short pass to Chipman. Kopp. Goes to Franson. Passing it back to Kopp, who's got a milker trip. That's where he goes. Gets around Ono. Plays a through ball for Pavlovic. Cross into the box is blocked. Abdul Rahman tries to get there first. Will be a Wanderers throw. It's not going to be the stoppage in play for the substitution. Play continues for now. Into the box goes Julian Kopp. And it's going to be a goal kick. Short pass from Siren comes all the way out to Ono. Sends it long. Franson goes to Radovancevic. Back to Franson. Short pass to Julian Kopp. Owen Lawal is a little bit heavy there on the touch. Luke Neuenhoff. Goes out to Samuel Griffiths. This cross intended for de Robillard. Wasn't able to get there. Cleared away now by Ricky Franson. Headed down by Owen Lawal onto the feet of Johnny Pavlovic. Through ball for Owen Lawal. Has to take it away from the box. Cross into Pavlovic. Cross. Brought down. Shot. Goal for Manly. For the Western Sydney Wanderers, sorry. As Lachlan Satut gets one back here in the 69th minute. Satut had all the time in the world to shoot at what was a nearly open net and was able to get a goal back. And, well, it looks like that substitution is not going to take place. as Giorgio Asarati has rejoined all the players warming up there on the far side of the field to the left of your screen. So perhaps that goal has given the Wanderers some hope that the side they have out there now might be able to go on with the job and get that third goal. Pavlovic. Abdul Rahman. Ball headed away. Or cleared away by Manly. Kai Evans in a battle there with Jesse Cameron. It's going to be a Wanderers throw. Throw comes in. Driscoll. Ball forward. Unable to find a teammate. Johnny Pavlovic is going to be fouled by Luke Neuenhoff, and there is absolutely no doubt that that is a yellow card in the 71st minute for one of the Manly United's goal scorers. As the spray comes out from Casey Rybelt to mark where the foul will take place. She notes Neuenhoff's booking. As Lachlan Satu and Marko Radovancevic standing over the ball. Looks like it's just Satut now. There is 5 in the wall. Satut goes direct, just over the crossbar. And if the Wanderers aren't going to make a change, Manly say they'll make a change. As Samuel Griffiths is going to take his leave of absence here in the 72nd minute and be replaced by number 9, Benjamin Coop. Substitution for Manly in the 72nd minute. Samuel Griffiths off. Benjamin Coop on. As Mackenzie Siren goes long off the goal kick. Driscoll heads it forward. Radovancevic. His pass forward is sent back the other way by O'Driscoll again. Here's Satut. Takes the shot. And it will be a goal kick. And Satut's number is on the board for the Wanderers, but they're still not making that substitution for Giorgio Hasarati to come on. Here's Kakaru, I know. It's going to be a Manly throw. Julian Kopp not able to convince our officials that the last touch was off Manly there. Here's Marko Radovancevic. Battle there with Kai Evans. Has gotten around Evans. Jesse Perez coming to close in. Good tackle there by Perez. Out for a Wanderers throw in, and we will now have that Wanderers substitution. Giorgio Hasarati coming on in jersey number 28 in the 75th minute. Who is replacing Lachlan Satut in jersey number 27. Satut scoring in the 69th minute to bring the Wanderers back within one. Long throw into the middle, headed away by Driscoll before it's moved further forward away from goal by Benjamin Coop. We're going to have a free kick for Manly. Free kick will be taken by Aaron O'Driscoll. Here's Stefan de Robillard. Passing backwards to Luke Neuenhoff, who's forced to go all the way back to Mackenzie Siren. Jesse Cameron heads it forward. Ball put up into the air by Jesse Perez. Keith Franson heads it down before it's run onto by Saxon Hillier. Pass to Jackaroo Ono, goes to Jasper Chipman, back to Ono. Hillier trying to get around Julian Kopp. He's able to do that and then get around Hasarati as well. Pass to Neuenhoff. To O'Driscoll. Back to Chipman. Ono. Abdul Rahman giving chase before Ono goes short to O'Driscoll. Here's de Robillard. Driscoll goes long. Perez trying to find a way around Cameron. Free kick goes the way of the Wanderers. And trainer has been waved on to come and have a look at Jesse Cameron. There appears to be some concern for the Wanderers left back. While Cameron is receiving treatment. Go around the grounds. As UNSW and Sutherland Sharks also taking place at the moment. And here's a goal apiece in the 72nd minute, so no change to the halftime score there. A thumbs up has been given for just Cameron to continue. Of course, plenty more action to come here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel today in NPL men's action at 5 p.m. SD Raiders and St George City do battle at Ernie Smith Reserve. Then at 5:30 p.m. NWS Spirit take on the Wollongong Wolves. At 6:30 p.m. St George FC take on Sydney Olympic at Barton Park as the free kick is taken. And then tomorrow, Marconi Stallions and Blacktown City do battle from 3 p.m. And at Lambert Park, RPL Leichhardt take on Rockdale Illingdon. That game kicking off at 4:15 p.m. at Lambert Park. Foul here for Manly. Those games to go with the earlier result from yesterday's round 21 NPL men's clash, as Sydney FC defeated Sydney United 1-0 in Friday night action. Substitution taking place for Manly. Kai Evans making his way off the field. And I'll tell you who's coming on in a moment. Free kick taken, directed goal straight into the wall. Ball's into the box. And the substitute that came on was Ayumu Kimura for Manly United in jersey number 11. So Manly throw here and taken by Captain Jesse Perez. Thrown into the middle. An ambitious shot from Manly. Goes for a goal kick. Lucas Sinot goes to Ricky Franson. Goes to Marko Radovancevic. Yes, Kakaruano. Goes all the way back to Mackenzie Siren. Sends it long. Jesse Cameron heads the ball down. Cross into the middle. Go to Johnny Pavlovic. Coming in with a shot, Giorgio Hasarati. Saved by Mackenzie Siren. Siren takes the referee's count down to 3 before sending the ball high up into the air. And Manly looking to go end to end. Here's Kimura. Shot along the ground, saved by Lucas Sinot. Here's Ono. Hillier. Have to be careful with Owan Lawal in the vicinity. Driscoll is out onto the far side for Kimura. As we'll go out for a throw. Wanderers looking to win the ball back. Driscoll brings it down. Free kick for the Wanderers. There's a little bit of a tangle there between Julian Kopp and Saxon Hillier. Driscoll. Short pass. Able to help Manly move the ball away. As Ayumu Kimura. Short pass backwards. Here's Luke Neuenhoff. Goes back out onto the far side. Here's Jesse Perez. Long ball forward. Will be run onto into the box by Lucas Sinot, who picks the ball up. Gets quite some distance there on the kick before Manly turned possession back over after winning it. Here's Alad Abdul Rahman. Goal kick. Shot not able to provide any trouble for Mackenzie Siren. As we've got about 6 minutes plus stoppages to play here. Here's Johnny Pavlovich. Crossfield pass intended for Abdul Rahman. Will eventually find its way to Rahman. Abdul Rahman crossing it. Headed away by Jesse Perez. Throw for the Wanderers. As they search for an equalising goal, it will be Jesse Cameron to take the throw. He's once again got the towel to wipe the ball off. Throw comes into the box. Cleared away by Benjamin Coop. Oscar Morrison is going to get to the loose ball. Lucas Sinot goes to Emil Katrib after receiving the pass from Morrison, which is where Katrib sends the ball. Here's Julian Koch. Ball takes a deflection off Benjamin Coop, which allows Manly to get the ball back. Darcy Burgess dribbles it forward. Coop to Hillier. He's got options. Short to Ono. Ono receiving the pass back from Chipman. And Chipman sends it long. After receiving the pass from Ono. Here's Ricky Franson for the Wanderers in the defensive half of the pitch. He passes it to Morrison, back to Franson. Ball kept in, no. Ball's not kept in. That will be a Manly throw. Chipman goes to Siren. Coop gets a header. Ball away, but only for a Wanderers throw. Throw comes in. Alad Abdul Rahman, Awan Lawal wins a free kick, given away by Jasper Chipman. Abdul Rahman takes the free kick. Emil Katrib. Oscar Morrison. Marko Radovancevic. Goes to Ricky Francis. Back to Radovancevic. Into the middle. Alad Abdul Rahman into the box. Goes the ball out for a goal kick. 2.5 minutes plus stoppages to go. And time running out for the home side to rescue a point. As it stands, Manly United will leapfrog their way up the ladder. Of course, still plenty more games to come this weekend. But if this result holds, they will leapfrog the Wanderers into 8th spot, which is where the Wanderers currently sit, sit coming into this weekend's action. They'll still be outside the top 6, but it will be a lot closer to the top 6 for Manly United. With 8 rounds to go after this weekend's action, still plenty of time for moving and shaking in and around the bottom half of that top six. With Sydney United, RPL Leichhardt and Marconi seemingly well safe at the top. Free kick here, won by Darcy Burgess. Substitution for the Wanderers. Alat Abdul Rahman comes off the field. And he's been replaced by Ewan Gazowski. Free kick here for the Wanderers. A yellow card for Takeru Ono. That's all happening here in these last few moments of play. A minimum of 5 minutes of stoppage time is being held up by the fourth official there. So we have a minimum of 5 minutes to play. Stefan de Robillard not able to keep that ball in. And so Wanderers with 5 minutes left to find an equaliser. Or perhaps more if they're ambitious. Darcy Burgess passing it into Benjamin Cope, who's almost found Ayumu Kimura. Ball with the Wanderers. Into the middle for Julian Kopp. Out onto the far side there for Jesse Cameron. Back to Kopp. Here's Ricky Franson. Through ball for Awan Lawal into the middle. Pavlovic. Pass. Awan Lawal has found an equaliser for the Wanderers. It's a brace for Awan Lawal here in the 92nd minute of play. And he's just rescued a point for the Wanderers. He opened the scoring in the 16th minute and has equalised here in the 92nd minute of play for the Western Sydney Wanderers. And it is Wanderers 3, Manly 3. And for Awan Lawal, that takes him 2 clear now at the top of the Golden Boot race here in the NPL Men's New South Wales competition. He came into the weekend level with Damien Sekenis on 13. And he's now put a 2-goal gap between him and Sekenis. Sekenis, of course, still to play this weekend with Marconi tomorrow. That game at 3 p.m. Cross into the middle for Manly. Brought down by Kimura, who's not able to control it. Jesse Cameron clears the ball away. Awan Lawal is going to be fouled. Aaron O'Driscoll will go into the book as well. Here in the 93rd minute. Still 2 minutes to play, or a minimum of 2 minutes to play. And the Wanderers might still yet claim all 3 points from this game, as they've got an opportunity here. Ball goes into the box. It's high. It's up in the air. And Mackenzie Siren claims that with ease. He's looking for options. Choosing to go short. Here's Ono. Pass goes backwards to Mackenzie Siren. Ball almost deflected there by Giorgio Hasarati. Which would have been reminiscent of what Alat Abdul Rahman did in the first half. Free kick Wanderers. Jesse Perez giving away the foul. And And the Wanderers, they're knocking on the door. Although the time for knocking might be done, it might be time to break the door down. As we enter the minimum last minute of play. Ball goes into the 18-yard box. And Manly through, oh no, down the left, cross, onto the feet of Stefan de Robillard into the box. It's Darcy Burgess with the shot over the crossbar. And well, the Wanderers want to get this underway quickly because they think they've still got a chance to go down the other end and win it. And that's what they're trying to do. Long ball into the attacking half, headed away by Jasper Chipman. Julian Cobb, Stefan de Robillard. Here's ball forward. Jesse Cameron just going to see that one out of play. Throw taken long, looking for Johnny Pavlovich, who's able to get a header onto it. Here's Darcy Burgess into the box. Flag stays down. It's at the far post. Ono's not able to tap it home into an open net. It's taken a deflection. We've got a corner for Manly United. We're past the minimum of 5 minutes. And so what's left is at Casey Rybelt's discretion. Everyone forward for Manly except for Kakaru Ono. Is that off the line? Cleared off the line. And that's going to be all she wrote here this afternoon. Full time. As Mackenzie Siren collapses into the turf. A couple of the Manly players, they're all gutted. They know they had that game won. They absolutely know they had that game won before Awan Lawal's second goal of the afternoon in the 92nd minute. Saw the Wanderers come away with a point here from Wanderers Football Park. Awan Lawal opening the scoring in the 16th minute. Jesse Perez then equalised in the 19th. Luke Neuenhoff giving Manly a 2-1 lead heading into the break in the 36th minute. Samuel Griffiths then made it 3 in the 52nd minute. Lachlan Satu getting one back for the Western Sydney Wanderers in the 69th minute. And then Awan Lawal in the 2nd minute of stoppage time, scoring his 15th goal of the season to make it 3-3 here in round 21 NPL Men's New South Wales action at Wanderers Football Park. A result that doesn't do a lot for either side's finals chances. And nor does it do a lot for Manly United, who could still very well be dragged back into that relegation battle at the bottom of the table. They knew how crucial the 3 points were, but they'll have to settle for 1. For the Western Sydney Wanderers, it creates just a little bit more of a gap between them and that relegation scrap as they move to here this afternoon. Full time from Wanderers Football Park. Western Sydney Wanderers 3. My name is Paletti, and thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon for NPL Men's New South Wales action. Still plenty more games to come. Kicking off very shortly, SD Raiders will take on St George City FA. That game at Ernie Smith Reserve at 5:30 p.m. NWS Spirit and the Wollongong Wolves do battle at Christie Park, and St George FC at Button Park. And then tomorrow, Marconi Stallions and Blacktown City do battle at Marconi Stadium at 3 p.m. and then 4:15 p.m. sees RPL Leichhardt host Rockdale Illingdon at Lambert Park. And that is the rest of the NPL Men's New South Wales action this weekend. A full slate, or almost a full slate, of NPL Women's New South Wales fixtures to come your way this weekend as well. It was a game today, NWS Spirit and Northern Tigers. So one game off a full slate for the upcoming weekend games tomorrow at 2:50 p.m. Bulls FC host UNSW in a top-of-the-table clash at Northbridge Oval. Then two kickoffs at 3 p.m. The Illawarra Stingrays hosting the Gladesville Ravens at the Pond. And MacArthur Rams hosting the Western Sydney Wanderers at 3 p.m. I'll be on the call for that one. And then at 5 p.m. Manly United hosting RPL Leichhardt at Cromer Park. Sydney University hosting the Western City Rangers at the Sydney University Football Ground. And then at 5:30 p.m. Hills United hosting Sydney Olympic from Valentine Sports Park. All your action still to come here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel this weekend. But for all of us here at Football New South Wales, my name is Paletti. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Real Football Homegrown.